Okay. All right. I'm live. Hey, y'all. What's up? My husband, he over there laughing. He over there laughing. You laughing at me, Pooh? You laughing at me? You get a kick out of me, Pooh? You get a kick out of me? Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have your little introduction. Hey, y'all. These are my seeds. Let me see here. I got my new label. Let me show y'all my new label maker. Uh-oh. So I bought these dried peppers. And since I bought them, I said, well, shit, I might as well grow them. So I took the seeds out. So I got some called chili ancho, chili arbol. Y'all see my label maker? I'm making improvements in my life. And then this one is chili guajillo. Okay. So that's my new thing. Let me put this in my bra because I fuck around and leave it out here. And then I'll be pissed because I forget. All right. So I'm in the garden. We are late. We are late. We had a, what you call it? We had a late breakfast. I be fucking that kitchen up. I be fucking that kitchen up, y'all. I fuck it up so bad, and then I cook, and then I gotta clean it up again. So I be like cleaning 3 times the damn kitchen. I be in there fucking up. I don't know. Maybe I cook too much. Maybe that's why. But it seems like a never-ending story. Okay, I gotta get this out. Oh Lord, that's sticking me. How y'all doing? Hey, what's up, Gabe? What's going on? What a week. I know. I know. That shit was gangster you did last night. That shit cracked me up. Dude didn't have no response. You see that, right? You see, dude didn't have no response. Let me make sure this thing don't. Okay, I'll make sure I don't have no calls while I'm on here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, dude didn't have no response for that, Mr. Big Mouth. He didn't have no response for that. I know it was him that did it. He didn't have no response. All that. Let me pull out the bag and let me play Big Mouth. He didn't want to play at all last night. Don't let him forget about it, please. I know it's a guilty pleasure, isn't it? It's a guilty pleasure. It is indeed. Don't let him forget about it. Don't let him forget, because if it was you, he wouldn't stop. He would keep going and going. But he started it. It's his fault. You know he did it. He's waiting to get paid. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. I thought, yeah, his little check ain't. That's what I said. You see how he skipped over there? He just got quiet. He just disappeared. He ain't make no other comments. Yeah, he didn't get that Friday check yet. Damn, I need something to cut this with. Fuck. Okay, this is not gonna work in my shirt. I'm gonna have to. Hey, Pooh, remind me to pick these chilies up, okay? The seeds. I'm I'm gonna put them right here because they was in my shirt and it irritated me. You know we worked hard on this. I don't want to forget it. Okay, so yeah, that's what it is. He ain't got no check. Yeah, please don't let him forget it. He said he blocked me, so but he blocked you on his channel. So when you in other spaces like T or whatever, he ain't got no choice but to see it. That's why I was in there cutting up. I was like, this is the moment. And I was like, I told what I said to NT. I said, now he can't come back with no less than 200. He can't come back. He talking about some. Well, I can't take no extra money. You crazy? Hey, dude, is you a hustler or not? Talking about you can't take 200. It's your channel. You can make up whatever rules you want. The hell do you mean you can't make nobody pay 200? Shit. He want bragging rights, don't he? He want bragging rights. Yep, that's exactly what I said. I said, yeah, that check kind of short right now. He be acting like he stay paid. That's what he doing. He act like he taking all the time, bro. Come on now, come on now. Who you fooling? You ain't fooling me. And this is the thing. I gotta just tell the truth. With Rue, he do a lot of talking. If you actually pay attention, he spent a lot of time talking about dropping money. Actually doing it is different. I noticed that he'll say something like, "Yeah, I might drop 300 bands," you know. And I think some of these women they get excited. They get excited. $300. Ooh, the possibility of it. If you do so and so, I might have to drop a couple bands on you. He do a lot of talking about dropping. I see less dropping happening. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. So today is a hot day. I don't know. Today is a hot day. So I was watching. I'm not in the Manosphere's feed. Yeah, it's a lot of talking. It's a whole lot of talking. Fine. Just listening. You know what I'm saying? No background information. You got a baby with him, right? Right? You do or you don't, right? Okay, I gotta call him, right? Right. I was like, whoa. That sounds like you really care a lot. That's her business. That's her business. I don't care about folks' business, you know. I don't care about their business. But I have to say she definitely felt very invested. I'm not as young as them, so I can't judge it. Um I can't judge it, you know, these young men. I'm thinking Rue is like probably in his late 20s. That's my guess. That's my guess. And I don't know. I can't really call it because I'm not that age. And when I was in my 20s, I was looking for a super stable man. You know what I'm saying? Super stable. A motherfucker that is like clockwork, handling business. I wasn't attracted to men who are left, right, all over the place. Like that. I wasn't attracted to that. So yeah, I can't call it. So if a young woman is attracted to Rue Dem's energy, I guess what they say, um, like energy attracts like. I guess that's all I can say. There's no judgment there. Like energy attracts like, plain and simple. But even in my 20s and definitely in my 30s, no, no, I need a real predictable person because I'm trying to be super stable. I ain't trying to, you know, be unstable. That is like the most unattractive thing to me. It's very unattractive to be unstable, unpredictable. So I can't call it. I'm not that age. And even when I was that age, I was too clear about that type of shit. That's just me. You said Naru is older than me. No, he's he's 40 and she's in her 40s. See, I would have never guessed that. They carry on like they're in their late 20s to me. I'd have never guessed 40s. Well, I'm 47. So is he like early 40s or mid 40s? I'm moving out of my mid 40s into my late 40s. Is he like early 40s, mid 40s, or what? Damn, that's surprising. They don't carry themselves like they're in their 40s. Damn. Yeah, by the time I got 40, I choose. That's why the most excitement I am is on the fucking internet. That's it. I'm a boring bitch. I'm glad though, because I did the most. I did the absolute fucking most in my 20s and 30s. I did the most. I need to go sit my fucking ass down, okay? I'm surprised my liver still fucking works, okay? Because I was a straight drunk party girl. That like 20s, yes. Rue is in his early 40s. Okay, so he's like 40, 41, 42. Dang, it's kind of immature. Damn, damn. Hey, to each his own. Shit. Wow. Fuck, I'd have never guessed that. I thought they was like in their 20s. Jeez, that's crazy. But anyway, I was watching. I'm not gonna do a long stream. This is kind of like a reaction. I was watching Coach Greg Adams. Um, and it just came up in my stream. I'm not in any kind of like manosphere or dating coaches. It could be somebody I know that shared it and it ended up in my thread. It could be that, right? It could be that. Damn, I should have stirred that up. Man, all the shit's down at the bottom. Where's my stir stick? Fuck. Uh. But anyway, he was talking about marriage is for the affluent. And you got to just, I guess, watch the video. It's not nasty, it's not judgmental. He's kind of presenting that marriage is, in this modern time, like an economic reality. And he's saying that it's kind of like your culture based on your economic situation, which I can see. I can see that being the case. And he talked about how rich people, marriage doesn't, is not a, let me say it this way. You hear a lot of guys who are working class and I guess working poor, and they keep talking about how they're going to lose everything in marriage. That's actual reality for them. I thought it was strange because I have tended to see marriage as a consolidation of resources. I tend to see marriage as an opportunity to step up for both people. That's how I've tended to see marriage, but that's from my cultural, historical perspective. Everybody's coming to the table from a different perspective. And so he doesn't say class. He doesn't talk about class. He talks about people being able to afford marriage. That's how he talks about it. And so what he's saying is, and so that's kind of helping me understand some of the content I see. I don't concern myself with dating too much. I'm not interested in that. That this, you know, 30s and 40s, talking about dating is kind of weird to me. 30s, 40s and up. Dating is something you do when you're, young adult in your 20s. Um, of course, courtships can happen in your 30s, but people are not just like randomly dating to have fun and go out. I don't think in their 40s and late 30s. But then again, I don't know. I have no idea. Most of my friends, we were in our 20s married, late 20s, mid 20s, late 20s. And all of us delayed having children until we're in damn near our 40s. That's just a cultural choice based on people's ambitions and agendas, agreed upon agendas and ambitions. But anyway, I was like, damn, because I've heard so many conversations, and it's because it's coming from working class guys, working class and working class poor guys. I don't ever hear women talk about losing, but I hear the men. That's the main thing. If she divorced me, this and that's gonna happen, blah blah blah. You need something from me, Pooh? Hold on, let me pause this. Okay, I'm back. Had to handle some business. Yeah, exactly, Gabe. Don't talk about dating at all. It's like you said, they don't have anything to lose, but worried about losing everything. Right. And so it's a paranoia, and that's because they can't afford it. So when Coach Greg Adams, I never really watched him. He looks like he reminds me of a Santa Claus a little bit. I've never watched him. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying. That's how I think of him. I always think of people in caricatures. He's like a black Santa. But he said that it's an economic reality. He said marriage is driven by economic realities. And he made a good point. Affluent people, wealthy people, upper middle class, or even upper class people, they can actually to, they can afford the cost of divorce. They can afford it. And I never thought about it like that. So, kind of, you think about it, not to say that people should be reckless in marriage, right? Not to say they should be reckless, but the reality is some people can't afford it. And that's why they're not getting married. And then he went into the whole thing about even the wedding. A lot of people are deflected and they're finding all kind of excuses and things to say. But the reality is they can't afford the wedding ring. That's a harsh reality. And some people don't want to just say, I can't afford a ring, right? I can't afford to have a wedding, the cost of it. And it's true. Even if the woman is the same class, working poor or middle class or blue collar or whatever, that woman is going to want to impress herself and others. That's just the nature of it. That's the game. And so instead of these men just saying, I can't afford a wedding, I can't afford a ring, it's easier just to be like, I don't care about marriage. It's easier. And so that was impressive that he said that. Because I wasn't thinking about it as an economic reality. So of course it's a turn off because you're asking somebody to do things that are outside of their financial ability. And he said, like, Bill Gates, some of these wealthy people, and we're talking about everyday people too. People who are upper middle class or who have high income, they can afford to get a fucking divorce. They can afford to lose. They're still making money. That money is easily made by them. So what the fuck do they care? They can afford. They don't have a paranoid. They're like, shit, okay, that's how it goes. I'll give her the house, I'll get another one. You know what I'm saying? There's not this sense of like, I'm gonna be over. I'm destroyed. It's all I ever had. I worked too hard and I could barely get anything. And the little shit I got, she took it. That's the part of the conversation that's not being said. And I thought that was interesting. Marriage is an economic reality. And he says that maybe, just maybe, only high income people can afford to be married. And I mean, I don't know. From my perspective, like I said, I see marriage as a step up. But that's partly too, I'm middle class. I'm middle class. I'm true middle class. So that is the way it's done. And he said that it's part of culture. He said you're not gonna red pill or black pill any affluent guy because their only value that they really, really have as far as their legacy is concerned is to establish, like he said, the picture of the blonde wife. I'm talking about white dudes, in their world, the picture of the blonde wife, like Charlie Kirk, that picture with the two kids. Being able to have that picture, that is what all of those affluent, you know, well to do, upwardly mobile white men want. They need that picture. All that other shit is necessary. It's just understood. It's automatic. Yes, I need houses. Yes, I need property. Yes, I need power. Yes, I need a good job. I need all of that. But ultimately, they don't fulfill their value until they can establish a legacy, meaning raise a whole family and a household. That is their true measure. Because any of them can make money single, right? Any of them. We see Elon do it. He's one of the wealthiest men in the world. And he happens to have what, four, five, six baby mamas. He a little different. He a little different. But it's interesting thinking about it like that. It is a it is a economic reality. And that's a conversation a lot of, I guess, working class guys don't want to have. I'm thinking about this too because I want to talk about. My husband was sharing a story with me. He has network brotherhoods, always been like that. My husband has lots of, and I say brotherhood because the friendships that he has made have been, of course, strategic along his path in life, and all his network is people he's known 20 plus years. Okay, and he was telling me this is a friend that I know well, friend he travels with, been traveling with. Um, he has a child that's about 13, 14, and he's a professional black man. He's in Greek brotherhood and that type of stuff, college educated, all of that, corporate brother, and they're good friends. And he's got his own business as well on the side. They're good friends, been good friends. He was telling me the story about what happened to his friend recently. Let me call him M. He was saying that M is getting like frustrated because he's a single guy, and he was part of that crew. All of us used to kick it, hang out, be in the streets and stuff. He was part of that crew. He is, unfortunately, I won't say unfortunate. I'll just say he's the only one who's not married. Everybody else got married. And so he has a 13-year old, okay, not married to the mother. He is a partial, we say half and half. So he has the son on the weekdays, and the mom has the son on the weekends. That's how that works. So I guess you would say it's shared custody. Now, forgive me because I don't know all of these terms. I'm supposed to be working, y'all. Let me get up. I don't know all these terms as it relates to child support and custody. I don't know what's considered half or partial, but I'm just looking at the math. It looks partial to me because he's there. Now, this is the reason why he's there. He wants his son to go to a good school, okay? And in order for him to go to a good school, we all know that you got to move around. We all know that. In order you to get the best schools, you got to move around. And so the thing is that in order for his son to go to the best school, I drive my daughter out every day. So what he had done is he said, "Well, let me get a apartment." Y'all feel me? He got an apartment. Follow me now. This black man got an apartment for $1,500. Okay, in the school district school zone, so that black boy could go to that particular school. He got the apartment. He pays $1,500. This shit almost got me mad, honestly. I started barking and shit. My husband was like, "It's okay, man." Because I know this guy, and he's a good guy. And what happened is the mom is having some kind of financial, I don't want to call her no baby mama. What should I call her? His son's mother. We'll call his son's mother. His son's mother is having some kind of financial stress. Okay. He is not on child support because this is what people who have good sense do, right? You don't put people on child support. You act like adults and you handle your business. So she told him that she wanted to start putting him on child support, and she wanted him to give her like a permission. Can I put you on child support? And he was like, hold the fuck up. In addition to taking care of the boy Monday through Friday, well, Thursday, after he get out of school on Friday, he goes home with his mom on the weekends. So he's got this custody, he's taking care of, feeding the boy, all his sports, he's doing everything. He's not no weekend dad, he's a weekday dad, okay? 4 5 days a week, he's with his son. He said, okay, what did Andre say? If she did that, she would get less than what he's already doing. Way less. I'm mad with the fact that this brother who I know, my husband's friend, stand up guy, good income. Why do you want to put him through a process? And that's what I couldn't get. What is the what who he's paying? Yo, this makes absolutely no sense. This is a man who from day one has taken full responsibility. You still want to put him through a child support. How many men do you know are willing to get a whole extra apartment? This man has a home, okay? And so that apartment is furnished and everything. And no, the son doesn't stay there by himself. He's 13 or 14. But because he wants to get up early in the morning and make sure his son is met, it's a crash pad in addition to his actual home. Okay, same county, but this is the district for the school because they need a address for you to be able to go to that school. You have to have an address that matches. You got to show a will, not a will, a deed or something, a lease. You have to have a lease that says you can go to that school. So dad is paying $1,500 so that his son can go through whole high school. So he's committed for 4 years to keep this apartment at $1,500. Don't forget all the bills that come with an apartment. This is some extra shit. And so his dad, and him use the apartment as necessary. So they might go over there if, he got to get up early in the morning and he don't feel like driving the distance or whatever. They will use it as a place of convenience. So it's two. The boy does not stay there by himself. I want to be clear. He's not. being treated like an adult. It's really just for the address. That's it. So he can go to the best school. He wants the best school for his son. So he's paying $1,500. What black man do you know does that? I'm not saying it's rare, but I'm just saying the stereotype. The stereotype. Could you imagine a black man who's paying $1,500 and all the bills just so his son, who he stays with most of the time, but he's giving the mother the so-called, I guess, main custody, or it's automatic by default. I don't know. So I just got pissed because I'm like, why would you try to drag him? He's been taking care of him since he was a child, since he was born. Why are you trying to drag him to court? He's been responsible. Why would you do that? But he said that she's going through some kind of financial instability. And I said, see, this is the problem. So it's not the money is not about the child because the boy is getting plenty. He gets spoiled. They be going to top golf and all kind of places. He takes his son gets everything. Okay, he ain't no cheap dad. His son is getting a top value, high quality lifestyle with his father, and he's paying for all his sports, his traveling, and everything. This boy is straight. Okay, he's getting the best of everything. The way his dad got him set up, that's his son, and he gonna raise the best son he can. Okay, so this ain't no bullshit artist. This is a father who's been present since day one, and I know this man. And over these years and stuff like that, I hear, oh, his son is doing this. Oh, he's in varsity now. I know all the details. I know when he's going on vacations and he's seeing this and that. I know he is present and he is there. He is fully in it. Birthdays, this, that. The boy misses nothing. He is probably a spoiled child, if anything. And this woman wants to take him through a court system, asking this black man, do he mind if she file paperwork so she can get child support? Okay, so now he got to put his armor on. Now he got to put his armor on. And I take it personal because I know the dude. I don't know her. I don't know her and I don't care about her. I know this dude. And my husband was like, calm down, man. I was like, no, fuck that. I started getting mad. I know him. I know what he does. He's like the best father ever. I know for a fact this ain't no and shit. This ain't no outside. I've known him about as long as I've known my husband because they're good friends. I've known him 20 some years. So I'm not taking that lightly. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. What do you want somebody to do? So you getting financial problems. I don't know if she's a federal worker. That's my guess. I'm guessing she's a federal worker that then got laid off. That's my guess. That's my best guess. I think she didn't got cut hours. I'm assuming she's a professional woman because he probably would not date a woman who's not professional. Okay, he wouldn't. That's not his style. So she's a professional woman, but her money's getting tight. Then I started saying, well, no, it might not be that she done lost no job. She might have a plan that she want to get like I don't know, a fucking, what's a good car? She might want to upgrade to some kind of sports car or some shit. She might trying to upgrade her life. She might be trying to do that. She might be trying to buy a house or something. I don't know. Or buy a new house. She may have some greater ambition. She might be trying to start a business or something. She has some plans for his money, apparently. She basically wants a check. She don't give a damn what he's doing for the son. And that's the part that I see. She could give a damn. And I said to my husband, I said, I think she's jealous of the son. That's what I think. I think she's jealous that the father is pouring money into the son. And she would like to monetize that so she can spend it how she wants to. Because he don't give her shit. He never has. He's taking care of his son. And that $1,500 a month, he said, well, listen, we got two choices. That $1,500 a month, I can stop doing that. And I got another solution for you. He's smart. He's smart. He's strategic. He said, I got a solution for that. That $1,500 a month, I will end that lease and he'll stay with me. And when he stays with me, he'll go to the school that he can afford to go to based on that house. That's the option. She was good with it. That pissed him off. She was good with it. She was good with it. Y'all know what she was good with it? Because she don't care about the son going to the best school. She was good with it. That shit pissed me off. I mean, that shit don't make no sense. Why are you trying to drag a child? Why are you trying to drag a man who's been responsible? I'm talking about that's just some selfish ass shit. It just make my stomach turn. It just make my damn stomach turn. So you would rather your son so you can get a check. And I'm gonna tell you right now, she's just wasting her time because he's too smart for that. He's not going to no damn child support. He's got every bit documented. He's not going to no court, not nothing. And he said, and the other thing is, you can just take your hands off, and I will take my son completely, and then you out the picture. I'll get custody, and you won't get a damn cent. So there you go, right there. That's the solution. You already got him 5 days anyway. Boy, halfway grown. So that old idea that she might think she gonna get some rears out of him. Good luck. You ain't messing with no dummy. He ain't no fucking dummy. He's been documenting everything for all these years. Good fucking luck. My husband deals with smart people. So she ain't gonna get nowhere with that. But the fact that she's trying, the fact that you would ask a man, do you mind if I put you on child? Are you fucking out of your mind? You broke bitch. I told her. I said he need to tell her she need to get 2 jobs. Bitch, get you 2 jobs. Get you 3 jobs. The boy's 14. He goes to football anyway. After school, he's busy. He got a whole life as a teenager. He don't need you. You ain't he ain't on your nipple. You can get 2 jobs. That's the solution. Get you 2 jobs, get that boy to his father. His dad will take care of him like he been doing, and you sit your broke ass there and do whatever you can do. How about that? It ain't my business, but I swear the bitch need to be cussed out. She just need to be cussed all the fuck the way out. I don't come in contact with this kind of stuff. He's been doing fine all these years. So let me read these comments. Read these comments. He should sublet that apartment. Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea. He could sublet that apartment. You say in certain states you still have to pay child support even while doing 50-50 custody. Here the whole country is like that. Oh man, he needs to take full custody. Why don't you talk like this when you come on panels instead of trolling? Andre, I told y'all that's made a troll. I told y'all that. What do y'all not understand? God damn it. Why do y'all not understand that? Y'all do not understand. I said that. I said I have a troll self and I have my actual authentic self. And you think I'm gonna take my authentic self over there and be like Toya? I'm not. I'm not interested in being approved of. Honestly, this is my real authentic opinions based on real authentic shit. I'm not interested in appearing to agree. That's not my goal here. That's not my goal. So, and Andre, you a turncoat. That's okay though. I seen your type before. I accept you like you are. You a turncoat. You be talking shit about me in the chat. I see it. It's okay. You from Canada. You don't know how else to do it. You from Canada. That's your only angle to be a turncoat. You cool with me, then you talk shit about me. It's all right. It's all good. That's how Canadians do. You not American, so I don't expect no loyalty. Ha! You said she wants to use his child support as a second income. A lot of women are like that, especially black ones. That's exactly what I said. She wants to see. I mean, it's the thing. Who knows? Who knows how many of her friends, co-workers, cousins, they like shit. I get, especially when the guy has a high. This is a high income guy. He's a high income guy, and if she has other friends who have high income guys, then she's probably hearing, yeah, girl, I pay my what is that car? A Porsche. I pay my Porsche. You know, my Porsche card note comes out of that. The money wasn't for you, motherfucker. The money's for the goddamn kid. And I think that's what it is. I think there is a culture. I mean, I don't know because I don't deal with this shit, but that's what it sounds like to me. When the kid has everything they need already, and you just need it to come to you through a check that is facilitated by the government. That sounds like you just want a welfare check. That's what it sounds like. How else can I read that? How else can I read that? You've been negotiating for 13, for the boy's 14 years